God, again. Look at... all of these have female Daevala. Is there anything else in the game to lose to? And look at this one. Level 240, 6-star, female Daevala. He must have so much vigor in this thing. Y'all, we got to do something about this champion. What's up, everybody? Belligerent here with another Bloodline video, and this is the video we've all been waiting for. An answer to the Daevala problem. Now, before we jump into this, let me just say this is not going to be a fix-all. You're going to have different comps and stuff to go up against, but this is at least a step in the process of countering the single most oppressive champion that Bloodline has ever released and might ever release. Everybody knows who I'm talking about. Female Daevala. And it's mostly her passive, right? Becomes immune to death for 5 seconds. When the effect expires, recovers health, okay? And because of that, you can't kill her, and then when it wears off, she ults, she kills everything, and she heals herself, like, completely. It's ridiculous. We all, I won't say everybody, but so many of us invested into that Halloween event, spent so many resources trying to get a hold of this clan, to also, and more importantly, get the companion for this clan, so we could build it up, because why? She's broken. We need to counter. And I have told people, I have said it in videos, I have said it on my Discord, I believe she can be countered. But it's not really from the current meta. And so it'll take a little bit of time for us to figure out a counter to her. Today's video is a huge step in that direction. And I gotta admit, the answer is very surprising to me. And I was wrong about this particular champion, at least to an extent. And I know some of y'all don't like to hear me admit that I'm wrong. Apparently, if you're a content creator, you can never be wrong. You always gotta be right. I was wrong about this particular champion to an extent. But my biggest hang-up was that I wasn't building him right. And you know who I'm talking about because it was on the thumbnail. We are talking about male Zaess. Now, the problem I've always had with male Zaess since I started doing the tier list, since I started testing the champions, this whole entire time, I've been saying that he's just bottom tier. And the reason why is because the main part of his kit is this ultimate. Creates a ward in the target area for 3 seconds, dealing damage to all enemies within the ward, but the most important part, silencing them for 3 seconds. So the problem that I've always had is that this ward is on the ground for what looks like 10 seconds. You can never really tell exactly when they're silenced. I wasn't even sure if they were being silenced. And the biggest problem is that if he ults at the same time they all ult, then by the time it actually kind of closes or whatever forms itself and silences them, the ults aren't going off. Okay? They're already out of his ward. All right? But he gives us an answer, at least part of an answer to the Daevala problem. Now, there's still another half of the board, right? You can't solve an entire problem with one champion because you have to be able to leave your comp on the board and be able to kind of take care of it no matter where they put Daevala. But this is part of the thing. So here, let me show you the traits that I'm running on him. Basically all the speed traits, all the energy traits. Focused, agile, ambitious, This particular one, I needed to get my ambitious up higher. The best that I had to sacrifice for him at this time was a legendary Lionstone. I need to get a mythic on another account that I actually first tested this on before I sunk resources from my main account into this. I had mythic Lionstone, and it worked so much faster, so it was good. Plus hexproof, so some extra silence if we can get it to proc. If you don't know what hexproof is, when attacking, there's a 20% chance to silence the target for 2 seconds. Okay. So let's take a look at how exactly this works. First, we're going to jump into it, and I'm going to show you the video of when he's not on the board. All right, so here we go. We're jumping into the arena. This is my main comp. We got female Daevala, Lionstone, male White Eye, M Tide, and M Aeson. And so this is a fight against this team that has been giving me trouble in the arena. This is this ridiculously big, only level 240 Daevala. I have no idea how it's this powerful. He must have a ton of vigor. I tried to get him to send me the picture of what he had on her, but I wasn't able to get it before this video. So, and you see here, it's just back and forth with the Daevalas, and in the end, my Daevala falls. Okay? Now, let's take a look here when I put male Zaess in for male Aeson. Same exact team, everybody in the same exact position, just the Zaess Aeson swap. Now we get the ward down, okay, which is causing the silence. And you see here, we're able to trigger her passive before she can ult because she was silenced. And so look at where we're at when she finally comes out of that ultimate. And then it's an easy cleanup because she couldn't ult before we triggered her passive. All right, so here we go. We have another one here. This is a different team, a different female Daevala. Same setup as before, though, with the male Zaess. Okay, you see Zaess actually gets pulled by their Tide, which triggers his ultimate there. And it's hard to see what's going on because of all of the zoom in the game. But look at how, like, his female Daevala is finally ulting after all of this time. So, again, we were able to get her down, trigger her passive before she could get into her ult. And that is the key, is triggering that passive before she can ult. And then that way you don't have to deal with 3 ults. Now we can look at this. I actually have this from the reverse view. This is Dyne. You guys have heard me talk about Dyne before. This is his view of this. And if you look here, we actually also silenced the male Aeson from his ultimate as well when Tide pulled him into that ward of Zaess. So this is a step in the right direction. Like I said, this is not the end-all be-all of the counter to her, because you have another side of the board to worry about, right? Because you have to think about what happens when people reposition Daevala. But that's why I've always been putting Zaess behind my female Lionstone, because the targeting is going to gravitate towards the tank. But for now, here is one option. I'm sure other people are coming out with other options. Shoot me a message in the comments. Let me know what you're using to try to counter Daevala. Hopefully, this video helps you come up with a way to counter the most oppressive champion in the game. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend. I'm Belligerent. Peace.